Hi, and welcome to Foodie Thoughts. I'm your host, Scott, although my foodie friends like to call me Scooter. One fact about me, I'm a major foodie. I love all kinds of food, and in fact, even stranger the better. One of the things I like to do is also try to pair that with unusual drink combinations. And so for me, the best way I like to experience food is when I share that with other people. So today for our premiere episode, I have my friends Tani and Karina who will be joining us today. And we'll be doing unusual drink pairings with Galbi marinated steak that I prepared. And the drinks that we'll be pairing today will be red wine, soju, and peach fizzy. So that certainly will be interesting. And so, Tani, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Tani. I really like winter foods at the moment. So I've been enjoying soups such as albondigas, which is a Mexican soup. Particularly when I eat, I generally have water, so I'm a little bit boring in that regard. But occasionally I'll have a whiskey because I like the burn. So I'm very interested in trying these new pairings and learning a little something from Scott.
Thank you, Tani. And Karina?
I'm Karina, and as I think about albondigas, soup, I think about pozole too. One of my probably my favorite meals to eat. I am also a little bland when it comes to pairing my food with drinks. I generally do water or Coke Zero, although I do love anything citrusy as it pertains to alcohol, with tequila, some tahini, just like
nice.
That little kick, just kind of more mixer type drinks.
All right, well, thank you. So this certainly will be an interesting experience, right? So that's what we'll start off with our first pairing, which will be, we'll go with our own drink of choice. Today I'll be going with the pairing my first bite with red wine. Tani will be pairing hers with soju, and Karina will be pairing hers with peach fizzy. So we'll dig in. So. Maybe do it. Maybe you want to do it. Cheers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
I like my pairing. How about yourself?
I don't know, I feel like it takes away a little bit of like the juiciness of the meat.
Okay.
Just with like a little bit of a overwhelmingly alcohol taste.
Okay.
But the soju itself, just lights up my tummy. So
Can't go
I
wrong
liked
with
it.
that.
I liked it.
So how would you rate it?
I would say maybe like a 3 out of 5 stars.
3 out of 5. Okay. I would say it's kind of similar to like an American steak with red wine, so I'd probably say 4 out of 5.
Okay.
And mine is good. It's the first time I'm trying that, but I think it's a little like kiddie.
But it might be good for people, like for children or people who
Right.
don't drink. So.
Right.
Interesting. So now we'll go on to our next pairing. I'm gonna do soju next. How about you?
I'll do this one.
You do the beef fizzy and you'll do the wine. All right, cool. Let's dig in.
I may have eaten a little bit bigger piece than I meant to.
Oh, that's not bad. But I kind of see. So for me, I see what you're saying. I think the sort of like the acidity of the soju kind of takes a little away from the flavor of the steak. But I think it might be a nice balance because it kind of has that sweetness, kind of cuts some of the sweetness.
Yeah.
So some people might like that pairing. How about you, Karina?
I liked it with the red wine.
Okay.
I think maybe it's because what we're used to.
Right.
But it did, I don't know, it accentuated the flavor of the steak a little more for me.
Okay. How would you rate it?
A 4 out of 5. Like
4 out of 5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the soju, I'd probably say around 3 out of 5, I think. So.
Okay.
All right.
On point with these.
Yes.
For mine, I actually kind of liked it. It didn't like hinder the taste of the meat, but it kind of had like a refreshing flavor that hit with the drink, and it was almost like they were really paired. They were like two two different flavors in my mouth at the same time that I was simultaneously experiencing. So I really like this drink, but I don't think it hindered the meat like the soju did.
Oh, okay. Interesting, great. And then how would you rate that?
Honestly, I think I'd go like a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5?
Yeah,
Alright.
just because I got to taste the meat this time more.
Alright. Nice. Alright, so now I'll move on to our last pairing. I'm going with the peach izzy.
I'm doing the soju.
She's doing the soju and
I've got the wine.
wine. Alright. So for me, I definitely like this pairing. I think it went very well. Kind of the fruity tartness of the peach izzy I felt like it almost kind of elevated the flavors of the Galbi a little bit, adding a little bit more additional flavors and sort of kick to the steak that it didn't already have. So I like the pairing, and I think other people would like it as well. I think I would, of course, I mean, you can't beat the steak and red wine, but for me, I think I would also rate this either 4 out of 5, maybe even a 5 out of 5.
Oh.
How about Tani?
Alright, so maybe I just have like a different palate than everybody, but I felt that the wine and the soju were along the same lines where they kind of overtook the meat instead of adding flavor to it. So in that regard, I think I would also give it a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
I definitely think I enjoyed this one more because it did elevate the flavors a little bit.
And what about you, Karina?
Okay then. I did not like the soju with the steak. So I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 5 because I do like soju, but I didn't like it paired with the
With the steak. Alright. Well, thanks for your input. So,
Alright, let's throw in some kimchi. Let's
Yeah.
see how it pairs with kimchi.
yeah, let's try it with kimchi and see if that makes any difference. I think kimchi definitely adds another element to the flavor palette, and I think I'm gonna have to go with the peach izzy.
You know what? I took the kimchi, I took steak and the peach and it was good. It was different, and I could taste everything: peach, kimchi, and the steak.
You did them all at the same time?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I kind of do that.
No, when I saw him go for it, I tried it. Yeah.
I wanted to see how the flavor palette works with the kimchi. How about
I
you?
did it 2 times. I did it
Okay.
separate. So I did kimchi and soju together.
Okay.
And I liked it. I think it worked well. It was still like a bit of a strong drink. I think that like somewhat overwhelms foods. But that can be a good thing. But then I tried it all 3 together, and I think it worked well. Like I would elevate the soju just a little bit more. With the kimchi in addition to the soju. So maybe that combination went a little bit different for me.
Okay. So then, out of all the pairings today, including with a little splash of kimchi, what would you say is your favorite combination?
For the meat only, I would say the peach.
Peach fizzy, okay. Just for the meat alone, I would go, I think I would have to default to the steak and the wine. That is my favorite combination, but it was paired well with the Galbi steak. But with the kimchi, then I would have to switch over to the peach izzy.
I'm going to go with what you're saying too. I think alone, I preferred it with the wine. Again, maybe because it's what we're used to, or just for some reason people have paired this for years, centuries, so it works. But when I added the kimchi and tried the peach fizzy, it was fun. It was like a lot of flavors in my mouth, and I liked it.
Alright, so if we were to kind of collectively gather, it seemed like by majority, it seemed like the overall, the one of the pairings that seemed to work
better with all
everybody was the peach. Go figure with the non-alcoholic choice.
Yeah.
So
I actually just tried the kimchi with the other two as well, and I did not like it with the wine.
okay.
It was just not flavorful.
Mhm.
But when I tried the kimchi with the fizzy peach drink,
Yeah.
it kind of like sparkled in my mouth.
Yeah, that's what I kind of got a feeling. So it was like a nice,
Little fireworks.
like a little burst of flavor. So I thought that was worked really well together. So
Yeah, I think it accentuated the like little spice to the kimchi. So
oh, definitely, I would definitely agree with that. Now that we've tasted all of the food here, I think the verdict is surprisingly going to the peach izze for the best combination, which I think was probably most surprising out of all of us. You know, you wouldn't think that the non-alcoholic drink would be the best pairing, but I feel like the peach izze kind of, as we've kind of mentioned, it seemed to really elevate and kind of add a different level to this Galbi steak. So yeah, so if you're ever happen to have some Galbi steak, I definitely recommend pairing that with the peach izze. So
and it's cheap.
yeah, and you can't go wrong with that, and you know, even kids can have it. So I think now, I'd like to wrap up. So I want to thank everyone for joining us today. I'd like to say deep thanks to our guests, Tani and Karina, for joining us today. And also, I've got to give big kudos to our cameraman behind the scenes, Archie, who also has a music single, What Should I Do? You can check him out on all his music platforms as well as the links down below. Thank you for watching Foodie Thoughts and see you next time. Bye!